In a world where power is everything, love is often the most dangerous game of all. Victoria Cartwright wasn't a woman who believed in fate. She believed in facts, figures, and fierce boardroom takeovers. Her name carried weight in the biotech industry, a sharp-tongued CEO known for crushing rivals with a single icy glance. But beneath her tailored armor, there was a heart that hadn't dared to beat for anyone in years. Then came Maxim Donovan, the man her investors called her equal, the press called her enemy, and fate. Well, fate had other plans for them both. They hated each other on sight. In public, their battles made headlines. In private, the tension simmered like a storm held barely in check. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Scandal, forced partnership, and a dangerous, unspoken desire that threatened to unravel everything they'd built. Today, you'll witness a love story born from rivalry, driven by ambition and destined for betrayal. Will power corrupt love? Or will love conquer the power game? Before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever fallen for someone you were never supposed to love? If you have, hit that like button and tell me your story in the comments, because you're about to see just how far two hearts will go when desire and danger collide. This isn't just a business deal. It's a game of survival, and someone's heart is about to lose. Story begins. The city skyline shimmered beneath the evening haze, the glass towers of downtown reflecting 100 different shades of ambition. At the very heart of this concrete jungle, two names ruled the whispers of investors, tabloids, and scandal-hungry bloggers: Victoria Tory Cartwright and Maxim Max Donovan. Because of rival biotech empires, their public clashes were legendary. Boardrooms became battlegrounds, press conferences turned into duels, and yet neither had ever backed down. Until tonight. The high-rise ballroom of the Kingsley Hotel buzzed with the city's elite for a joint investor gala neither of them wanted but both were forced to attend. The biotech merger project had become too lucrative to ignore, and the board demanded cooperation. Tori arrived first, sleek in a midnight blue dress, her signature crimson lips set in a smirk that could make rivals sweat. Her leather-bound journal never left her side, a secret weapon filled with ideas she'd never voice aloud. She moved like a storm contained in silk. Across the room, Max entered with equal command, tailored in charcoal gray, the vintage chess clock necklace peeking from under his crisp shirt collar. If charm were currency, he could buy out half the room with a smirk. But tonight, his gaze locked directly on one woman. "Cartwright," Max drawled as he reached the bar beside her. "You're early." Eager for defeat. Tori didn't flinch. "Donovan. Still mistaking arrogance for confidence, I see." Their eyes met, 1,000 unspoken challenges and flirtations in a single glance. Tension crackled like static between them, as potent as any attraction either would dare admit. If you've ever been dangerously attracted to your fiercest rival, drop a fire in the comments. Would you risk it? Minutes later, the merger announcement began. The room quieted as the boards of both companies revealed that Max and Tori would co-lead the joint venture. The shock in their eyes was masked in practiced corporate smiles. "Wonderful," Tori murmured through gritted teeth. "I suppose babysitting you wasn't on the contract." Max's grin was lethal. "Oh darling, I plan to make this memorable." Their rivalry wasn't just professional. The tabloids had long speculated about a secret affair, though neither confirmed nor denied it. In truth, neither had ever crossed that line. Till now. That night, after the gala, a late email summoned them both to an emergency strategy session. Investors wanted a joint presentation within 48 hours. Alone in the glass conference room overlooking the city, Max rolled up his sleeves, revealing his chess clock pendant. "Strategize or seduce?" Tori teased, raising a brow. "Both are forms of warfare," Max replied, smirking. The flirtation was dangerous. Each word, every sideways glance, was a move in an unspoken game neither of them truly understood yet. For the first time, business felt personal. By midnight, exhaustion blurred the lines. Tori leaned against the window, watching reflections of passing taxis. Max noticed the weariness in her eyes, a rare crack in the armor. "You okay?" he asked genuinely. Tori hesitated. "I hate these galas. The fakeness. The pretending." Max softened. "Same." For a beat, silence. Shared weariness. The rivalry melted, if only for a moment. Flirty asides followed. "Bet I could beat you at chess," Tori challenged. Max's brow arched. "You couldn't handle the stakes." Her smile hinted at something unspoken. "You'd be surprised what I can handle." Romantic tension simmered. The competitive banter grew charged, conversations dipping from ruthless strategy into personal admissions. Tori admitted to loving old jazz. Max confessed his late-night cello sessions. Vulnerability peeked through. "Just a flicker, but enough. What do you think? Can sworn rivals fall in love? Or are they doomed to destroy each other? Let us know in the comments." By dawn, neither wanted to leave. Their flirtation blurred into something neither had words for. When Max leaned over to hand her a coffee, their fingers brushed. The contact jolted them both. "Beat too long." Ismet. Neither spoke. A silent acknowledgement hung in the air. Something dangerous, exhilarating, and utterly forbidden had begun. And as the city woke, the most perilous love game in biotech history was officially underway. Night after night, Tori and Max settled into the towering conference room, each cup of coffee and shared laugh drawing them closer, until one moment shifted everything. It's 2 a.m. The only light is street lamps casting long shadows across the boardroom. Pitches and flowcharts are scattered everywhere. Max stands at the whiteboard, pen in hand. Tori leans over the table, voice low. "You sure that algorithm works under pressure?" She teases, but there's an undercurrent of challenge. Max pauses, eyes flicking to Tori's hands resting on the table. He catches sight of a paint-splattered smudge on her manicure. "You paint," he says quietly. Tori stiffens, then confesses she paints in secret. She hunches forward. "Creativity isn't part of the corporate narrative." Max softens. "It's part of you," he whispers, surprising them both. And that's worth noticing. Flirtation becomes vulnerability in the stillness between them. Next evening, Max walks past Tori's office. The door's slightly ajar. He hears the scrape of a paintbrush, but heart-stopping silence when he peeks in. On the wall is a half-finished mural, vibrant, emotional, dripping with passion and tension. It depicts two silhouettes locking eyes across a digital divide. Max enters quietly, voice soft. "It's beautiful." Tori spins around, furious. "Who allowed you in here?" she snaps, brushing off her brush. Max steadies her. "Your secret's safe with me. But this..." He gestures to the mural. "This tells me more than any boardroom slide." Tori, trembling, admits. "I'm terrified someone will use this. Judge me." She looks away. Max gently brushes her arm. "Not me," he says, and in that moment, a current of closeness pulses. Tori sneaks off to a hidden jazz lounge. A dim stage, saxophone moans softly, and she's performing, singing a slow ballad about betrayal and hope. Max enters quietly and freezes when he hears Tori's voice. It's raw, heartfelt, and unlike anything he expected. He catches a glimpse of her sketchbook beside the stage. Tori spots him in the crowd. She falters but then sings on, voice quivering with recognition. After the performance, Max approaches, awestruck. "You're everything I never knew I needed," he murmurs. The atmosphere is electric. Tori's defenses are pure emotion. When he reaches out, she pulls away, tears in her eyes. "We can't," she whispers, stepping back into anonymity. Back at Titan Tech the next day, investors buzz that Tori's mural, allegedly leaked, is outdated Scorpio-coded project insights, compromising the merger's confidentiality. Max snaps, defends her publicly, pointing out her genius. The board shoots back, implying her art leaked data. Hurt crosses Tori's face. Later, Max finds her brewing coffee. "I shouldn't have dragged you into this." Tori hurt. Drag? You made me feel seen, for about 3 seconds. They argue, voices raised. Max's chess clock pendant swings as he runs a hand through his hair. You deserve better than shadows. Tori storms out. Max stands frozen, torn between pride and longing. A journalist's blog accuses them of a corporate love affair. Tagline: bosses who can't keep business and pleasure separate. Tori is humiliated, stumbling through the halls as gossip follows her. Max's fury is blind rage as he confronts the journalist. Private email records point to a clean separation of business. But the damage is done. Max finds Tori on the rooftop. She's weeping. He approaches slowly. I never wanted to drag you into this, he whispers, hugging her. She pushes away. But you did. And I liked it, too much. She turns to leave. Late night in the boardroom again. The board meeting is over. Chess set sits invitingly on a side table. A silent invitation from Max. Max outlines pieces, tension thick. Tori sits. They play in silence. Moves echo secrets neither will admit out loud. Max confesses. I don't just admire your mind. I'm terrified of losing your heart. She admits. I don't just fear losing, you make me want to risk it. He lays down his queen vulnerable. Then let's stop playing. Long beat. Their gazes lock. Both aware it's irrevocable. It's lab night after a scientific breakthrough. Euphoria is in the air. They're alone, adrenaline high. Tori laughs, exhilarated. Max steps close. Their breath mingles. He brushes a stray hair from her face. Tori whispers, we're doing something forbidden, but it feels right. Max smiles. Then maybe right doesn't need permission. They kiss. Slow, fierce, inevitable. Business lines blur. Their kiss is interrupted by silence. The hum of lab circuits intensifies. They step back, breathless and changed. Private investor luncheon. Max stands to speak. Yet instead of analytics, he pulls out a chess clock necklace and extends it to Tori. He reveals the anniversary of their kiss, admits their relationship began in rivalry but opened his world. Time reveals truth, and my truth is, you. The room gasps. Tori stands, awed and vulnerable. She slips the necklace on, sealed in a public stake. Their union is both emotional and strategic, personal and professional. The scandal dissipates. Rival investors applaud. Their path is cemented. Together in love and business. What's next? Will they stay united? Or will the combined pressure of boardroom expectations, emotional wounds, and public eyes shatter what they've built? The stakes are higher than ever. A sleek boardroom bathed in early morning light. Investors from both biotech firms convene to finalize the joint partnership. The air is thick with expectation. Tori and Max sit together, but tension crackles. A demanding investor asks Tori to guarantee emotional neutrality and professional separation from Max. Another senior board member questions whether their romantic connection will compromise results. Tori exchanges a look with Max. They hold each other's gaze, silently agreeing. They face this together. Tori steps up, voice steady. Our partnership is built not just on science, but on trust. You're not just approving a deal. You're endorsing a bond strong enough to handle market volatility and human vulnerability. The room falls silent, then murmurs. Some nodding, others skeptical. Max places his hand over Tori's. Board meeting adjourns. Lush rooftop garden overlooking the city. Tori and Max review press coverage on their joint venture and their relationship. Tabloid headlines scream. CEOs in love. Genius or disaster? A ruthless journalist confronts them live-streamed. Is love clouding your business judgment? Tori, uncharacteristically bold. Our feelings don't compromise our professionalism. We choose to balance both. Max adds. Our companies will benefit from both our rational expertise and emotional integrity. The live feed goes viral. Supportive voices rise. But controversy is far from over. Late night office. Tori and Max return. exhausted from the media onslaught. Tori sits at a piano in the corner lounge. She plays a soft chord progression. Max approaches, soft. "You're still beautiful under these lights." Emotion washes over them. They collapse into each other, drowning in shared relief and fear. Tori whispers, "I was terrified. But with you beside me I feel brave." Max leans in, pressing a soft kiss to her forehead. "We're braver together." A dimly lit lab corridor. A rival exec from outside plants a virus, intended to destabilize the biotech product and sabotage trust. The lab alarms blare. Tori races in and discovers instrument failure with Max trying to fix it. Max pulls back, voice tight. "It's intentional damage. Someone wants this merger to fail." Investors panic. Headlines hint at a scandal. Trust broken, merger in jeopardy. They agree. This attack only strengthens their resolve. They'll fix both the lab and their reputation. They stay late at the lab, working side by side with exhausted energy and quiet intimacy. Max glances at Tori, illuminated by lab light and determination. "I don't know what I'd do if we lost this, and each other." Tori responds with vulnerability. "I never believed love could grow in a place of patents, data, and headlines." Max brushes a lock of hair from her face. "Then let's build a place where love thrives, in spite of it." They kiss, soft, tender, knowing they're truly in this together. A high-stakes reconvening of the board and investors. Tori and Max present results from the sabotaged, but now secured project. A video plays showing their late-night lab work, their intimate banter, and success in overcoming the hack, verifying both their professional and emotional partnership. Max ends the presentation. "They say emotions and business don't mix, but we believe the best breakthroughs happen when vulnerability meets ambition. And together, that mix makes us unstoppable." Standing ovation. Investors reaffirm the merger. Journalists record every moment. Max holds Tori's hand. She squeezes, a mix of relief and triumph flooding them. Post-press event gala in a glittering hall. Tori wears a subtle dress, Max in a tailored suit. Chairman's toast. To the dynamic duo, who risked it all and won. They swirl to first dance. Their closeness radiates to all. In the middle of the dance, Max leans in, voice low. "You're the only one who could make me believe love can be strategic and sacred." Tori answers softly. "And you made me realize power isn't worth it if I can't share it with the one I love." Rooftop terrace after the gala. String lights, cityscape backdrop. Max leads Tori to a small table holding 2 wine glasses and the chess clock necklace now entwined with paintbrush charms, symbolizing their unity. He kneels, opens his palm revealing a ring with twin symbols, chess clock and paintbrush. "Max, I choose you, over my legacy, over reputation, over every advantage I've built. Will you marry me? Strategic partner and soulmate." Tori, tears shining. "Yes, because real love isn't a gamble. It's the best strategy." They kiss, city lights reflecting endless possibilities behind them. 6 months later. Combined biotech art incubator opens, combining Tori's creativity and Max's innovation. Artists paint alongside researchers. Biotech prototypes share space with sculptures. Tori. "We learned that when logic and passion dance, the results can change worlds." Max and Tori stand hand in hand under a grand arch, part scientific model, part painted mural, symbolizing their united legacy. Freeze frame as they kiss. 2 bosses, 1 dangerous love game. The spark of tension becomes trust and emotional honesty. They fight through scandal to claim unity, personally and professionally. Their union proves love can amplify success, not undermine it. This completes the transformation. Business rivals become powerhouse partners in both boardroom and love. You will feel the full round trip, from seductive tension to emotional declaration, leaving you breathless and fulfilled. The city hummed beneath them, a soft glow of gold and midnight blue as Max and Tori stood on the rooftop, arms entwined, watching their new biotech art incubator come to life below. Soft jazz floated up from the terrace party, but up here, it was their own quiet world. Tori traced the tiny chess clock charm now hanging alongside a delicate paintbrush pendant at her neck. "You know," she teased, glancing up at Max, "for someone who swore emotions clouded judgment, you've turned into a hopeless romantic." Max smirked, brushing a loose curl behind her ear. "Correction, I'm a strategic romantic. I just finally realized the smartest move I ever made was falling for you." They laughed, easy and light, the sharp edges of their past rivalry long smoothed by honesty and love. Below them, investors mingled with artists, business suits traded stories with sculptors, and new projects were already sparking into existence. Max squeezed her hand. "So, tell me, Cartwright, if you could go back to that first ridiculous board meeting, would you still choose to risk it all on a dangerous love game?" Tori pretended to ponder, a playful glint in her eyes. Considering the sabotage, scandal, media drama, and your infuriating smugness? Definitely." He pulled her close, murmuring against her lips. "Good answer." They kissed, slow, lingering, and utterly unprofessional. A few cheers floated up from the terrace. Tori smiled against his mouth. "Let them talk. We won." And somewhere in that city sky, under the glow of their blended futures, two brilliant, stubborn, passionate people proved that the best kind of power is the one you share with someone who makes you laugh at yourself and fight for forever. So, tell us in the comments, have you ever risked it all for love? Would you play a dangerous love game if it meant finding your soulmate? We'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more addictive love stories like this one. New episodes drop every week right here on Made of Love. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Love isn't a weakness to hide. It's the bravest, boldest move you'll ever make. True power comes not from control, but from the courage to risk your heart.